Hello and welcome to this week's STEM Summary. I hope everyone is enjoying the new year. Let's get right into it. With the new year comes New Year's resolutions, some which pertain to diet, and that's where our first topic comes in. KFC restaurants nationwide will be adding Beyond the Meat's plant-based chicken to its menus starting on Monday for a limited time. The two companies first tested a plant-based chicken in 2019 and sold out in less than 5 hours. The popular fried chicken chain is counting on consumers to make healthier choices to fulfill the New Year's resolutions. The US president of KFC, this is really about where the customer is going. They want to eat more plant-based proteins. On to the second topic. China's artificial sun set a new world record on Thursday by running for 1,056 seconds at high plasma temperatures for the longest duration, designed to mimic a fusion reaction just like the sun using hydrogen and deuterium gases as fuel. EAST will provide insights into plasma physics research that is crucial to establish an industrial-sized reactor to generate clean energy. And speaking of clean energy, we go on to the third topic at New York City. New York City bans natural gas in new buildings, following the footsteps of dozens of smaller U.S. cities seeking to shift from fossil fuels to cleaner energy forms. The law would apply to new buildings under 7 stories at the end of 2023, and those over 7 stories at 2027. They say that in the near term, the new law will do little to reduce carbon emissions in the Big Apple, as numerous older buildings will not be affected and new structures will use electricity generated from fossil fuels. But in the long term, carbon emissions will fall since state plans to stop using fossil fuels to generate its power. And speaking of clean energy, we go on to our last topic. On December 23rd, Hyundai Motor Group, parent company of Kia and Genesis, shuttered its internal combustion engine research and development division. Instead of developing new gas and diesel-powered engines, the researchers will now be looking into electric powertrains. Park Chung, the head of Hyundai's R&D efforts, said, quote, "Our own engine development is a great achievement, but we must change the system to create a future of innovation based on the great assets from the past." And with that, we're done with the main topics and on to science snips. With drones, and it's good news. A 71-year-old had a heart attack while shoveling snow in December, and a nearby doctor was able to use a defibrillator that was flown in with a drone. Everdrone's emergency medical aerial delivery service is designed to deliver help as quickly as possible. It allows emergency dispatchers to send a drone carrying a device to the caller's home, kickstarting the life-saving process before the ambulance arrives. In a 4-month pilot study, the service got 14 heart attack alerts. Drones took off in 12 of those cases, and 11 were successful in delivering defibrillators. 7 of those arrived before the ambulance. A plastic ban in France. A new law banning plastic packaging on most fruits and vegetables comes into effect in France. More than a third of the fruit and vegetables produced in France are thought to be sold in plastic wrapper, and the government officials believe that this ban could prevent 1 billion of items of single-use plastics being used every year. The ban forms on a multi-year program introduced by the president and the government that will see plastic slowly erased from many of the industries. And continuing on with saving the earth is a new tree being named after Leonardo DiCaprio. Yes, the famous actor. Scientists at the Royal Botanical Gardens say that they wanted to honor the star for his help in saving the rainforest from logging. The DiCaprio tree is the first plant new to science to be officially named by scientists in 2022. The small tropical evergreen tree has a glossy yellow flower that grows from its trunk. And lastly, we have a topic in space. Nations around the world spent a total of $92 billion on the space sector in 2021. Overall spending on the space activities has increased by 50% since 2015, with total spending to reach about $110 billion by 2030. The United States accounts for more than half, with $54.6 billion in 2021, and China spends the second greatest amount at $10.3 billion. That's it for the summary of STEM news this week. I hope you enjoyed, and come back next week for more.